Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner. Next episode in my Alaska season in the Paystar 5600. Just get myself refueled and then heading into the Mountain River map. I will explain what we're doing once we're driving. So let's just grab some fuel a sec. This is certainly a thirsty beast. It may be its Achilles heel because using it for general deliveries, how thirsty it is could end up being a problem. But I'm still enjoying the truck and I'm still going to keep going for a bit. The reason I was at the garage there, apart from the fact that I blew out a tyre driving here, which I wasn't recording the drive here because I figured it would be simple, but then I hit a barrier. Blew out a tyre, so I've just paid to repair it. But the main reason I took it to the garage in the first place is that I've just fitted the high range gearbox that we unlocked in the last episode, so I wanted to see how that does basically. So what are we doing? We're going to focus today. Ideally I'd like to get the tunnel that's up this hill on my right into White Valley. I'd like to get that tunnel open, but in order to do that I've got to get a bridge repair in Mountain River and then go into White Valley and get the parts to fix the tunnel. Fix the tunnel from should have blasted those out of the way with a horn. More damage. I've only just repaired it. Yeah, in order to use this tunnel from this side of the map, I need to fix it from the other side of the tunnel, and I think having that tunnel open will make quite a big difference to the mobility and exploration. It just gives us a much quicker route to get. Some deliveries will benefit from that route, but also even some of the minor tasks might be quicker. Once the tunnel's open, I'm expecting it'll be quicker to come here, pick something up and then go back in to drop it off, rather than going all the way down through to another map. That's my logic. So we're going to go follow this road around until we get to the tunnel into Mountain River. And then we're going to drive down through Mountain River to pick up a concrete slab. Back, use that on the bridge, 2 service parts, and move on to White Valley and see what that tunnel mission needs. So that's the plan, basically. Right. I think I will back it in. Right, so what can I get here? Medium pipes, or a 2-slot cargo. Concrete slab is what we need. We're obviously going to not auto load it, but cement, small pipes are another 2-slot cargo. Okay, so I know we need small pipes for the tunnel. So let's get that loaded onto the loading platform and then get it in the truck. Ooh, wrong button. There we go. Back to the cargo. Restore the crane. Attach that up. May as well refuel. And now we take it back up to the bridge at the start of the map. Lights on. So I quite like the daylight, like what I call the mobile day machine in the Hummer's lights. So while I was putting the high range in, I put that rack of lights across the roof on as well. And yeah, I think that's given me a decent bit of vision going forward. So I am kicking myself a little bit because I had a comment on the video, a couple of comments actually, about heavy truck usage. Why don't I do a special expedition off to Wisconsin and get the Pacific P512? Now, hopefully you will have seen by now, a few episodes ago, that I went up to Wisconsin and got this truck, and I was really focused on getting this truck and the upgrades that it requires, so I didn't really look at anything else on the map. And I did see the Pacific was fairly close to where I was, but I didn't know what was involved in rescuing it. I didn't have fuel to spare to go and investigate it. I basically just drove past it. But on balance, looking back at it, when I edited that video up, I drove within probably 50 meters of the Pacific. P512 and could have at least tagged it, because you don't have to repair it as such. You can just jump in it and drive it. Now it is very broken, so it's quite hard to drive, and it's not an easy one to recover. But yeah, because I didn't tag it, even though I was right next to it really, if I want to go and get it now, I would have to pay the deployment fee, and it was suggested to just deploy the Chevy pickup truck there, because I'm probably not going to use it in Alaska anyway. So at a cost of $3,500, I could end up going back to Wisconsin and getting that Pacific P512. And one of the reasons I think I didn't bother with it is I noticed it doesn't have a chain tire option, and I really don't know how much of a handicap that would be on this region. Put myself back out so I can see better. I love first person cab view, but it is quite restricted view. Yeah, so I am kicking myself slightly that I didn't at least go and get it enough, you know, tag it and have access to it. Just checking. So this is the service hub, and in this service hub there's a maintenance trailer, service trailer. I think this would be a fairly good place to leave this fuel tanker. So what I think I'll do is I'll leave this fuel tanker off to the side here, just outside the gate of this service place. I don't remember if this is a fuel tanker I need to deliver. I don't think so. I think it's one that's just ours. So refuel again, because she's a thirsty beast. It is quite funny how much fuel this thing drinks. Yeah, so thank you very much for the comments, and I may end up doing another expedition, because the map is basically open. And I've got two garage choices. I could go into the second Wisconsin map and then drive back if that's shorter. It's certainly less muddy, it's more of a road. But so I've got a couple of options as to which garage I would depart from and return to if I did go and get that 512. But I'm not going to worry about it just yet, because I'm not desperately in need of a high saddle vehicle. And there is a dairy on this map that I want to assess myself a little bit. Right, so there's the first part, concrete slab delivered. And then it needs two service parts, which I can get from the place we just dropped the trailer at, the fuel carrier. This is a good looking truck. I do like this truck. I'm a little bit worried that if I stubbornly stick to using this for a lot of missions, I'll end up draining all of the fuel carriers and just buying fuel to complete this map. I don't know how many fuel carriers there are. There are quite a few. I've stumbled across a few. There's 3 on the other map. There's several scout carriers on this map. So yeah, we'll see. So a cutscene in the dark. Didn't really get to see much there, did you? Okay, so I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Hummer back out to the road and through to White Valley and then explore from there. Because I think, based on look at Map Runner, that I can get both of the materials I need from a warehouse there. I just need to get to it. And I say I think, obviously I've looked at Map Runner. What I can't always tell from Map Runner is whether there's a task needed to unlock access to that warehouse, or roads needed to get to it, or so on. So I think that the best thing to do, apart from putting my lights on and dazzling everybody, is to get myself into White Valley with my scout and open up a bit of White Valley, so that at least if I come through with the Paystar, I know where it is I'm trying to be going. The other thing I'm keeping my eye out for is I haven't got a 4-slot trailer yet that can move the large pipe, or long pipe, or whatever it's called. That is one of the first tasks we found when we went to the drilling site on Northport. So we need a big trailer. I'm not buying one unless I get to the point that I can't find one at all. White Valley. So what I'm going to do is drop the trailer about here and just leave the scout fuel carrier there, so I've got easy access to fuel for both of these gateway routes. And then I'm going to get to this watchtower, and it looks like the route to do that is down through here. And I need to bring the scout anyway to see if this is a route that I would be happy to drive the Paystar on. Daylight again. So I will leave this scout fuel carrier here to be a convenient refueling point for anything that drives past this corner. Attach. Refuel myself while I'm here. And then off we go. So the marker in the sort of left middle, I'll move it. So middle of the screen now, that marker that I'm currently tracking shows me that I can get the materials that I need there. But I need to assess whether this is a route that I would bring the big Paystar 5600 down. So far, so good. Yes, this is a route I would... It's a bit... It depends on how tight the turns are, really. The turning circle isn't great on that truck, but I'm sure it's got the upgrades required to do this route so far. Can I see the watchtower yet? I can't pan the camera. Okay. Is that the watchtower? Yeah, okay. So that's the watchtower up on the hill, but I think the route... This could probably get up here if I really tried. Yeah, let's do that. Should I shortcut right across there? What do we think? That looks quite steep, doesn't it? That bit. Let's just pan. That is fairly steep. Yeah, let's try it anyway. I mean, what's the point of having an autonomous winch if you don't do stupid things? Do you reckon this will get up that? No. I said it was a stupid thing, didn't I? I did say that. I didn't know before I did it that it was a stupid thing. Autonomous winch is only useful if you've got something substantial to attach it to. Why am I drifting? What am I doing? Why am I moving? What? I do not understand what was happening there. I guess I must have had some kind of a sliding on ice mechanic going on, but... Alright, okay, back on wheels. Almost like nothing happened. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, right? And carry on with our tail between our legs going the long way. So, big Paystar, that's quite a turn. I'm not so confident about that. That's a fairly tight, doable, but fairly tight. bearing in mind getting out is also getting out with heavy cargo on. Has to be a factor. There's some pretty tight hairpin bends here for that big Paystar to cope with. Just make sure I know where I am on the map. So keep going and turn up here for the watchtower. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about some of the curves coming down that piece with that big Paystar. We'll see. I'm not going to go over this little land bridge to that island. I assume there's something there. Proper black ice. Nice. Right, so I'll turn up here and get the watchtower anyway. So there is another pickup location that I can see on the map. I don't know whether it does both of the materials or just the one. Let's see if this watchtower shows me. Search and rescue discovered. Weather forecast discovered. Engine off. Cutscene. So, what did that show us? Scout fuel carrier down at this, whatever this is. That island search and rescue, I thought was bound to be a task over there. That looks like a vehicle recovery. And okay, so that's the task, that's where it gives you the task. And then there's a scout fuel carrier here, and this warehouse gives us small pipes and concrete blocks. And actually that's a 3-slot combo, isn't it? If I need one of each, small pipes are 2-slot, concrete blocks are 1-slot. So the Paystar can do that in a single trip, provided I can navigate that road. And then we'd have this tunnel open. And then over here, so I can see another pickup point over here. But I am not sure. I'm going to give this road a try. It's a challenge, but I know there's a fuel carrier at the end of it. So therefore, as long as I can get in, the Paystar can refuel and then hopefully get back out again without too much trouble. So, global map. Jump back over to Mountain River. And hop into the Paystar. And bring it through over our newly repaired bridge. And through the tunnel. So what I would do, I'm deeply irritated with the way it keeps doing these other tasks that I don't care about at the moment. But what I could do is here I can get the small pipes. But I can't get the concrete block, so I've got to go into that other one to get the concrete block anyway. So yeah, alright, stick to plan. Be a good test of the Paystar and me anyway. Because we will have 3 slots of fairly heavy cargo on and have to negotiate that twisty route out. I may come to regret this, but it's all good fun. Fill her up. I'll have to make sure I keep track of which fuel carrier came from which location, just in case any of them do turn out to be task related. So far, of the fuel carriers that I've found, I think only the very first one in Northport, the one that's currently parked at the Northport garage, I think that's the only one that was task related. I think the rest of them have just been freebies. I hope that's the case anyway, because if I end up with like 5 scout carriers and one of them has got to be delivered, I don't know whether it's fussy about which one gets delivered. Let me just look at the map a sec, because that one tight-ish corner that I was a bit worried about, maybe the way is to just come across here, follow this road down, and then I haven't got to deal with that corner. Yeah, that looks to me like a sensible option. That looks so sensible that it might even be a trap. Yeah, let's not try and go too fast. So at the time of recording this episode, I've gone up to 48 subscribers, which is bloody remarkable. I'm so touched and shocked at the same time. It's amazing. So thank you very much. Not that I started this channel with any particular dreams of monetization, but it is quite funny that, and I find this quite gratifying actually. This next little snippet of information out of my analytics dashboard. YouTube has certain requirements for monetization, and one of those requirements is 1,000 subscribers. So obviously I'm a long way from 1,000 subscribers. But the subscriber count is climbing faster than I ever expected it might. But the bit that's gratifying especially is the other requirement is 4,000 hours of view time. So yeah, 1,000 subscribers required. And also while I was talking, that 48 has gone up to 49. So I'm only one subscriber away from 50, which is a lovely little milestone. But the watch hours of 4,000, I'm way ahead. So the thing that I'll tick off the watch hours before I tick off the number of subscribers if I wanted to get to the point of monetization. And I know 1,000 subscribers isn't gonna mean I'm quitting my day job by any stretch, and that's never been my goal. I have a good job, I enjoy my job, I'm comfortable with my work, but it is quite nice for me that the analytics say that just based on watch hours, people enjoy watching my content, which is brilliant. I love that. That's very, very pleasing for me. So thank you all very much for the support. It means the world to me. So it's a bit of a funny look at arrangement, isn't it? I'm going to turn the engine off. I'm just curious as to whether that road to the south looks like that's a big long detour. No, I'm going to try and go out the way I came in. So if I'm going out the way I came in, let's just position myself a bit closer to this cargo loading area, but with just my tail in the box so I can activate the cargo deployment. So cargo, I need, let's just double check, it's small pipes I need. Ah, bloody map. Stop changing what I'm tracking. So I need one small pipe, one concrete block. Cargo. Small pipes onto the loading platform. Go. Crane mode. Legs. Let's get it loaded. So it is gratifying to have a 3-slot mission. I said in a previous episode that from memory I thought most of the missions were an even number of slots required. But it is gratifying that this truck, it's almost like this is a mission that this truck was designed for. Now we'll see if we can navigate that road out. At the moment, I'm not massively sold on this high-range gearbox. And it may be just because I'm a slow plodding type of a driver anyway. I'm not at the stage that I'm herring around at 50 miles an hour everywhere in this game. But at the moment, I think the loss of options for speed in low range I don't think is worth the cost of high range, giving me a bit more speed on the rare road passages. Don't know. Jury's still out on that one. Certainly got the grunt to get over this sort of stuff, though. I'm quite, you know, it's doing better than I feared it might. So I'm going to go out the way I came in, which is basically using this other track and then cross the stream at the end. Yeah, that went alright, didn't it? That wasn't too bad. I don't feel that the truck choice caused me a problem there. It's a very capable and flexible truck, and I guess the fuel consumption is the penalty they had to give it to stop it being too overpowered. Because stuck that into the low crawler gear and turned the diff lock on, and it just picked up and started moving again. Yeah, I like that. That was fun. That's the sort of task that it's a nice sense of achievement, because it's not a trivial thing to have achieved to have done, and this truck coped with it no problem whatsoever. So I am pleased with that. Engine off. Cargo management. 1, 2. Gateway is now accessible. So that is actually what I wanted to achieve for this episode. So let's see what else there is to do. I should probably jump in the Hummer. What's the difference between a Hummer and a Humvee? I don't know. I should probably jump in that and make my way down this mountain onto this road. So maybe there, and then swing south and see about. There's another fuel carrier there, so I'll probably stop off and fill up and then carry on and get to this, maybe try and get to this watchtower. Yeah, let's do a little bit of exploration until the episode timeline is got to what I'm happy with. It's not much, doesn't need much more. Ooh, down pipe. Right in my way. What you doing, Mr. Down Pipe? And there's no task here for it. Let's turn my engine off a sec. I've got fuel to waste. So on the map, I'm pretty close to the watchtower. There's no task for this downed pipe. I assume it's fixable though. It'd be strange if they just left it so you couldn't fix it, and yet I suppose it's just an obstacle like any other, isn't it? But it would be a real shame if this road, which has got a nice bridge, is useless. Alright, can I get past it? I reckon I can. And I reckon left is probably the route because it's in the direction of the watchtower anyway. Plenty of trees here. I should be able to bully my way through. I think I can get under that second gap. Or can I? Nope, that's a solid impassable barrier. Damn you. Drive down the other side with the Paystar and crane myself over. Oh, that's quite unfriendly, isn't it? Because I've got to get back out again now as well. Turn the daylight machine on. Let's not mess around. Get this all the way back to that tree. There's going to be like a standard detour that people use. If this isn't fixable, then there must be a relatively straightforward way past it. Just drive over that tree, if you don't mind. I like that steel string guitar soundtrack in the back. That's awesome. Right. Engine off. Cutscene in the dark. And what did it actually uncover? Pluck the stuck truck. Oh, what's that then? Is that our dairy? It's a big truck, isn't it? And I wish I could zoom in further. It's got quite a big bulbous square nose on it. I'm wondering if is that our dairy? Pluck the stuck truck. Right, okay. From the duration of the episode, I cannot consider going and doing that. I'll just put a little bit of light on so that we can see something. I'm going to wrap the episode here. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm enjoying Alaska a lot. I have been looking forward to this so long. I'm glad I'm not disappointed with it now that I've got here. It's a exciting map. It's got a new mix of cargo and challenges and different types of missions, different types of cargo to pick up. Yeah, really enjoying it and excited to carry on with it. So hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for watching if you stuck to the end, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.